There is no doubt that the past year has been heavily characterized by the COVID pandemic, which wreaked havoc and ground our economy to a halt. At this difficult time, the Malta Chamber remained in constant contact with members of the business community. We put forward several recommendations to the government on behalf of all of you, such as a robust wage subsidy scheme, retail voucher systems, and loan moratoria solutions to help conserve our members' relationship with their employees on account of serious loss in turnover. We even lobbied for a business re-engineering scheme to help businesses future-proof their models and be ready for the next storm. In the past months, however, we didn't allow COVID to dictate our agenda, and we still delivered on our plans of restructuring and establishment of new thematic committees. In fact, the new policy committees focus on specific issues that cut across the economic groups that call the Chamber home, concentrating on matters such as the circular economy, education, HR and talent, energy efficiency and conservation, and building and construction, amongst others. These committees welcome in their ranks the country's foremost business operators from their areas of interest and are being supported by our sponsors.
The same restructuring process also saw the establishment of the think tank, which brought together over 140 leading CEOs to propose a series of concrete recommendations for a post-COVID Malta. Themed Less Government, More Governance, the findings of the think tank called on government to adopt the Malta Chamber's Economic Vision 2020-2025, outlining actions to render all the sectors of the economy to become more sustainable and resilient.
With the Manival threat still looming, the Malta Chamber established and led a forum with the aim to present a unified voice and support government navigate the resolve of the upcoming evaluation. The forum drafted and presented a document titled Recommendations for the Manival Assessment. As the country's foremost guardian of competitiveness, we took it upon ourselves to lead this effort. Recommendations were once again presented to the President of the Republic, the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition, and the country's relevant authorities.
In the past year, the Malta Chamber also published a report for a proposed reform in the public procurement process. In the document, we noted how public procurement represents an important component of business opportunities. Tasked with coming up with tangible recommendations was a working group formed of individuals from various economic sectors. The report was in turn presented to the Prime Minister, Leader of the Opposition, and all relevant procurement authorities and agencies in the country.
Ahead of the annual budget, the Malta Chamber also presented its recommendations to the Minister of Finance, as is customary. Following a wide consultation process with its members, the Malta Chamber called for a particularly formative budget, which would determine the country's future as a result of the disruption offered by the pandemic. In our document, we called for a budget that would forge our economic future, not just with essential short-term measures, but also with medium to long-term instruments for a more sustainable economy. This was also the year of Brexit, and this implied a very serious change for many of our members. As a Chamber, in November and December of last year, we co-organised a series of initiatives in collaboration with government, aimed at preparing you, our members, for what was looking like a no-deal Brexit. Information was key to prepare our businesses, as we maintained a level of cautious optimism. Good sense prevailed in the end, and we kept our members updated with developments as these unfolded in the first months of this year.